Alright, hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. This is probably one of my favorite games that I've ever played, probably my favorite RPG. I've been wanting to LP this for a while, so I wanted to go ahead and start it up, I guess. So, I'm going to make sure that the settings are all right. Let's get this started. If you've never played this game before, you're in for a treat. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today, too. And Cher has gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bat monsters, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though. I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyways, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now, why don't you come have a look? What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? Why is my present a boy? Don't make just a big fuss or we'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Look kinda dead if you ask me. Wow. I've treated his wound, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. Wow, Estelle with no tact. He sure sleeps soundly, and he almost looks the same age as me. It's the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair, and a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why'd you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mommy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Scheherazade, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is gonna get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now, that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just work out that way for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute, don't try and change this. Ow! Quit yelling! Alright already. You jumping on me like that isn't gonna help me make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just gonna make things worse. Do I hear Y-E-L-L-I-N-G? Never mind, just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name, you know, that thing people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it'd be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? Seems the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... Remember when I first played this game, I thought like this was fading to a name entry screen so I could put it in, but anyway, enjoy this opening scene. So yeah, that just basically introduced you to all the characters we'll be meeting later on in the game. And trust me, there are a lot of characters. And they are really, really well written. Well, wow, words, I can't talk. Well written. Jeez. I mean, that really made that sentence a lot worse than it should have been. It's so bright in here. That pun, though. I slept like a rock. By the way, I love how Estelle looks with her hair down. It's so cute. I'm sure I'm trying not to fanboy too much, but that must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. I love the way harmonicas sound. Ah, guess that's a no. Wish I could play harmonica. Well, I guess I'd better get myself ready then, too. This song might also sound very familiar. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, but with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age, and I'm hardly a man. Tisk, tisk, tisk. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my royal flow. My God, I can't talk! And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You can at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somewhat wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. You're not alone, Estelle. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter... wow, voice crack. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't start to do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl's gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Excuse me, princess. Sorry, I had to. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collects bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? Ouch. That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really, I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, still, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. I'm on my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Huh. Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, and don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be racers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not gonna let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior racer at the beginning. In other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged racer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch, and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you, too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of, then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here to you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, I totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or another. I honestly don't know how long you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa's sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one who raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's gonna be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about Rouen-style scalloped fish and a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think it's a little... dang, the voice cracks. I think it's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle. Or our stomachs. You're right, I just want to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude. But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. 500 Mira. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Sherazard my regards. Alright, so you probably guessed by now, but Mira is the money in this game. It's pretty interesting. It's not your usual like gold or yen or GP or whatever from your Final Fantasy games, which is one of the things that I think sets it apart a little bit. Just tiny detail, but oh, that's the wrong button. Alright, Roland is up here. That's the town we were supposed to be going to. It wasn't mentioned, but that's where we're headed right now. Also, Selge, that's also another, it's like, probably like miles or kilometers or something like that. I don't know if there's actually like an equivalence to it or something. Looks like we made good time. I mean, we are like 5 minutes, we're like, not 5 minutes, but like 1 minute away, we live 1 minute away from this town, so it's like, did you expect us to be late? Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. Never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's get to it and make it through this last hazing with Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. Bracer Guild is right here. So for a second I thought I had to hit the A button to actually open the door, but nope. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Anna. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Up the stairs we go. The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Morning, Shara! Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, this is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since this is my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm. But I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you! Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of keeping some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Joshua, Shara's picking on me! Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose in everything, her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbit with some practice. Eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Well, we have to select one of these, but I'll probably explain these later on as we go, but I guess we'll start off with bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which establishes branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. About orbits. We'll just go ahead and go through everything, because why not? Orbits are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed. Though it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role into all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. Liberal Kingdom. Kingdom of Liberal is in which we live sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbits. Orbit technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence, as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. That's it. Let's see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed up things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara, how is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you'll be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes! That's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to have to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. Guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Again with the pun. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you'll be performing. Before that, there's something we need to give the both of you. Aina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, give it one for each of yourselves. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Bracer Notebook. Bracer Notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. This is very, very useful. Also, another thing you may hear, anything you may find and wear, these kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, sounds like this is gonna be a pain. Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of all events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be even more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can tell that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the double potion there. It's just telling us how to explain that, which we will do in the next episode. So, next time on Trails in the Sky, we will go check that and get on with our practical training that Shara has been talking about. So, see you guys next time. Bye-bye!